Detectives pointed to potential involvement in sex acts, possibly for money.
What the fuck? She's a 304. Teen realized he was dating a sociopathic killer? Is that like... What is that makeup?
Not all there.
Yeah, I don't think she's mentally all there.
You want to sit down? Oh my God.
Why does she look so shocked?
Wait, stand. Progress in Alameda, car into a building. 2 are deceased in the vehicle. Daughter's driving.
Damn, how you fuck up that bad? The fuck? Damn. Oh man, this is a girl that jammed her car. I'd never seen this. How old is this? 3 months ago? That's not that long ago.
Southwest dispatch.
Yes. Are you familiar where Progress coincides with Albion Road there in Strongsville?
Yep.
There's a car that's smashed up against the building.
Oh my gosh, oh my god.
On the morning of July 31st, 2022, the Strongsville Police Department responded to this shocking 911 call. Inside the car were 3 teens returning from a house party. The responders who arrived at this horrific scene could barely fathom the extent of the damage.
Why is the editing on this pretty good?
This reckless driving accident would reveal the most terrifying murder plot in Strongsville history.
So this girl's who murdered them? This like 5'7" skinny girl? The fuck?
Duty.
Radio. This car's splitting too.
This poor guy.
Radio, there's a occupant inside.
Bro, like, I'm not like a cop lover or nothing, but sometimes I feel like these motherfuckers probably have so much trauma though. Like, I can at least feel some empathy, okay? Don't cancel me for this. I feel like they get so much fucking trauma from this shit. Like, bro, like, you're just like, one day you're giving somebody a fucking ticket for speeding. Okay, actually, I think there's different cops for shit. But like, one day you're just like helping neighbors stop arguing, and then the next, you're, like, someone's dead and you have to do something about it. Like, what the fuck? Like, and that's their life, that's their work. Like, that's tough. Like, that's hard. It's uneasy to see like dead bodies. Like, it's not, I don't know how people do that shit.
Send us some squad now. We gotta bust the window out.
That's just sad.
Send us some more units.
Any more units to Progress?
Same, I don't worship cops, but the shit they see can be soul-crushing, especially the child-related cases. Yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about it. I know some people may disagree. They're like, oh, ACAB, everything, but like, bro, like, I'm just being human. Some of these people are just trying to put food on the table, a lot of them.
Oh my God. ×3, guys. Radio, 3 occupants.
You can feel the shock and disbelief in the officer's voice. As they waited for the paramedics to arrive, they ID'd.
I hope the shit doesn't ever get leaked. Like, when body cams are released, you can't see the bodies, right? Like, it's always blurred like this before being released to the public. Because that would be really sad if, like, just anybody can see, like, the person like that.
The owner of the car, who was also unconscious at the wheel.
Oh my God, dude. Who can hear my voice?
This is what I'm saying. Like, reckless drivers don't give a shit, bro. Like, I was, okay, this is so unrelated to this because this is a whole different case than what I encountered. But I was gonna merge, and it was dark as fuck at night. And before I looked over my shoulder, okay, I got the clear, and this person, like, when I'm about to merge, I just see this car fucking 100 miles per hour fucking and switch 3 lanes automatically, no blinker, no nothing. And just, like, literally I could have fucking died, bro. Like, if I was, like, stupid as hell or, like, I don't know, really tired. Luckily, I wasn't tired that day, and, like, I was, like, paying attention. Well, I pretty much always pay attention when I drive, but like, you know, you bitch a little ADHD. Sometimes I'm not the best driver, okay? I'm not the best fucking driver, okay? I wish I lived in the UK where you could just like take a tram somewhere. But no, I have to fucking drive. It's fucking Cars 3 or something every day. But I literally, like, some people just don't give a fuck. They just don't give a fuck about anybody else around them but themselves. It's just fucked. It's just fucked. Like, it's one thing to drive fast and, like, okay, there's nobody there. And then it's one thing to drive fast where it's, like, there's a bunch of people there. You're swerving through all this bullshit. Like, I feel like there's different levels of, like, risky driving. You know what I mean? Like, stupid. Like, annoying. I'm learning English with you. Hey, I need to learn Portuguese.
Not good, not good. Let me see your knife. Let's cut this thing out.
This is bad, guys. She's alive. We got to get her out somehow.
The driver was 19-year-old Mackenzie Shrilla, a Strongsville high school celebrity. Mackenzie
Celebrity?
was really into social media, earning her the reputation of a social media influencer among
Ew. A social media influencer.
the teens in Strongsville. Her Instagram was packed with lifestyle photos, and her
Why did they edit 10,000 views on all the pictures?
TikTok was full of trendy fashion videos. She shared every aspect of her life for the world to see.
Bro, I
So
just know
initially,
she's a bot.
Many thought that she'd end up like a typical Strongsville High student, a high achiever in a traditional career. But Mackenzie chose a different path.
Heroin?
As she gained fame, she became a fashion icon at her school. It was clear that she was set on building a career as an influencer. But as of now, she was found unconscious and presumed dead behind the wheel. Well, that was until this happened.
Sarge, we're good to try to get her out? Oh, dude, I don't know if we can.
Bro, like, how could you live the rest of your life knowing that you killed 2 other people while driving? Whew. If she even gets to live her life. Hopefully she gets, like, life in prison or something, sorry. But, like, if you kill somebody in a car accident, I think, like, it's a life for a life. Like, I feel like that's only fair. Right? She ran her car straight into a house in a small neighborhood with no signs of avoiding. See, like, what?
She's breathing.
That's just like,
Let's see if we can get some IDs, guys.
like, that's the thing about these, like, homicidal, suicidal people is, like, I don't understand how you can be so selfish. Like, that's the shit I never got. Like, cause, like, you know how when you, like, at the doctors and they're like, have you ever thought of hurting yourself or others? That is not the same thing. Like, I feel like hurting yourself is one thing. Wanting to hurt others is way worse. I feel like that's way fucking worse. Like, that's whack. Like, that's whack as fuck. Hell no. Like, that's just selfish as hell. The people that do shit like this and, like, shoot schools and, like, ugh. Fucking assholes. Like, why don't you just not...
Mackenzie was still breathing, but her body was wedged under the dashboard. With the help of firefighters and medics, they were able to rescue Mackenzie and transport her to the nearest hospital. The investigation of what happened that morning started as soon as she arrived at the hospital. But before any hard questions were asked, the officers had to do the hardest part of
Why
their
was
job.
she even in the car with her boyfriend's friends?
Okay. No. You want to sit down? What do you say is progress on?
How do I say this? I feel like that would be hard. Like, what are you supposed to say? Like, the fuck?
Meet a car into a building. 2 are deceased in the vehicle. Daughter's driving. Who died?
That's sad.
I don't know whether it was
100 mile per hour in the span of 800 feet.
No, stop. Let him talk.
Guys.
Who the hell is Dom?
Your daughter's okay. She's talking to us. I talked to her. Okay? Your daughter's alive. Okay? Your daughter's alive. She was driving. Okay.
Jacob and who?
I think it, what's the name you said?
Dom.
Might be.
Oh my god. Stop.
Who the hell is
The
Dom,
other
bro?
passengers were Davian Flanagan and Mackenzie's boyfriend, Dominic Russo. And
She killed her fucking boyfriend?
any follower of Mackenzie's social accounts would know about her boyfriend, Dominic.
The fuck?
He came from a very well-off family. So well-off that he lived in the house next to his parents' house. Dominic was goal or...
Okay, that's kind of crazy, right? And he's in high school? Ain't this the one that drove into a tree? No, she like drove into a wall or something.
oriented and hoped on becoming a rapper one day. They
A rapper? If my parents were that rich, I'd be going to Harvard or something. A rapper? You're telling me you live in the house next to your parents' house and you don't have any aspirations of becoming smarter? The only reason I'm not in college is because I don't want to be in fucking debt because I don't know what I want to go into. But if I had all that money, I'd be like, you know what? I'm going to try a little bit of everything. I'm going to major in this. I'm going to major in that. What do you mean you want to be a rapper? And you're rich? You know what I hate? I hate Nepo babies that get into music. Nope. It never sounds good. I don't like Alabama Baker's music either. She dropped a diss track on like that one Cash Me Outside girl, and people are like, oh, her diss track's so good. First of all, she has ghostwriters. She has more better studio than her. It's all money, and she's not even that good. She doesn't write her songs. Nope.
basically he was the perfect package. An ambitious young man with great looks. So even with the 3-year age gap, you could tell the two clicked immediately. In fact, some might even say that they were inseparable. In the back seat was also Dom's friend, Davian Flanagan. Davian and Dom were childhood buddies who bonded over their love for songwriting and music. Davian loved
Oh, that's... Okay. I'm kind of hating. He's been wanting to be a rapper since he was a kid. That's kind of cute.
rapping and was popular around school as the team's star football player. Telling parents that their daughter is in critical condition in the hospital must be tough, but telling parents that their beloved son died in a car accident is beyond soul-crushing.
Okay, alright,
This poor woman is out on her fucking porch in her sundress drinking her boba or whatever the fuck that is. Oh, this poor woman. This poor fucking woman. She looks so fucking relaxed right now.
well, just so
She's gonna get like the worst news of her fucking life.
Officer Honda, this is Father Joe.
St. Joseph's Hospital.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right.
I'm also the chaplain.
Man, she's too chill. At least go to a trade school at a younger age. If my parents were that rich, I would invest in a business, bro. I would have like a bunch of Bitcoin or some shit. You know what? At least if you're that rich, at least be one of those like meme coin traders. Like, at least be that type of rich. Like, because like at least they're working for it. At least they're learning the stock market. But like, once that be annoying, he's like, I want to be a rapper. Bro, you are rich. Go become a doctor or something. Like, you have the money. What do you mean you want to be a rapper? I feel like, honestly, you can still be a rapper and be rich. But, like, most of them are not that good.
So, unfortunately, there was an accident, okay, involving Mackenzie, and who we believe is Dominic, is the third person. The car accident. Okay. Last night.
Wait.
Just relax. Just hold on. Just stay seated. Just hold on. Just listen.
Take a deep breath.
Krissee, look at me.
Thank God.
Go ahead, take a seat.
Actually, I fucked with this channel. Thank you. I was like, I hope they're not gonna show this because this is fucking sad. I don't want to.
So,
You know what time it happened at?
no, we don't. Right now, it's so early in the investigation that we don't know. What we do know 100% is somebody called it in. Somebody passing by called it in at around 6:30. Yeah. So what it appears that happened is they were going westbound on Progress from Pearl Road, and they went, yeah, in Strongfield.
How does that even happen?
Right at the, on Alameda, right.
Damn ads, I'm sorry.
That dead end right there. They hit that building. They hit the sign out front, and then they hit the building.
How does that even?
We don't know. We don't know. So.
Well, 2 kids are dead, son's dead, another kid's dead,
Go ahead.
in the hospital.
She's in surgery right now.
Wait, how many people died?
Oh my God.
Meanwhile, police officers were busy searching the car in hopes of finding clues about what could be behind such a horrific accident. The result of that search was the discovery of several drugs and accessories. Naturally, the most reasonable explanation for the accident seemed to be drug use. However, little did anyone know that the truth behind the accident would be much more shocking. The investigators were
I find it hard to believe that this would result in somebody driving off weed. Like, yeah, you could get in a car accident from smoking. Don't drive under the influence. But something this bad, like, that's just weird. Like, you don't hit a fucking pen and just end up like this. No.
the horrific condition of the car. The damage was extreme, unlike anything typically seen in a DUI case. The front of the car was totally obliterated. So to make sense of the situation, the police called in a forensic mechanic to prepare a detailed report on the car.
In my opinion, it has a lot to do with the social circle because a strong family with values is the difference. I
Trying
agree.
to be the most popular girl in high school can make you a lot of enemies. The detectives were wondering, perhaps a mechanical failure had caused the tragedy.
But isn't she all...
Now, while the investigation was ongoing, Mackenzie was in recovery. As soon as she was conscious enough, she posted a selfie from her hospital bed.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That post not only garnered a lot of support from her friends, but also a lot of new followers. When detectives interviewed Mackenzie, she
So
claimed that she
narcissistic.
blacked out behind the wheel and couldn't remember what had happened. It was tough to get anything else out of her, as she had just lost a boyfriend and a friend. She couldn't attend the funerals for Davian and Dominic, but was clearly grief-stricken, spending her days lying in the hospital bed, hoping for recovery. Meanwhile, the investigators tried to make sense of the case by interviewing family members, friends, acquaintances, and basically anyone who knew those three. With these interviews, the detectives got a deeper perspective on Mackenzie and Dominic's relationship.
What was your relationship like with her? Did you talk to her?
In the earlier years of the relationship, we were like much more close.
Relationship? How you got a boyfriend and you got guy friends?
Come to me with a lot of stuff.
That aren't gay?
Talk to me like a big brother, you know? And there's many times like they were having issues even years ago where Dom would want to break up with her or something, and it wouldn't be like that simple. It'd be like, you know, like from time to time again, it almost like she'd have like issues, you know, like self-esteem issues, like she'd get crazy about stuff, like accuse him of cheating and stuff when he's not, you know what I mean, stuff like that.
Oh, hell no.
Just
What I don't understand about people like that is like, if you really think someone's cheating on you, why don't you just fucking leave? Why are you sitting there and like fighting about it? Like, if I thought someone was for real cheating on me, I would just leave. But these people that are all crazy, they don't. It just pisses me off.
You know, I would talk to her, and you know what I mean. Then it would be like, not.
I think it was said in court her ego is just overwhelming for her age. I bet.
At one point, or like week or so where they were almost breaking up, and then she'd be threatening to hurt herself. And this is back when
I can't stand people like that either. Like, just do it then, bitch. Like, why are you talking to me about it? I don't give a fuck. Like, that's abusive. Like, I hate people that say that shit.
she's in probably 10th grade, like she's still a sophomore. Dom's like a junior or senior or whatever, you know. And
Hold up. What?
like, yeah, stuff would arise, and
Bro, I don't have anything to wipe my hands on.
never really taken a healthy course, to be honest with you. And over time, my relationship with her really subsided. I stopped talking to her. I stopped like really trying to be there for her because ultimately I just seen that she was very, very selfish.
What's alarming is that he saw how toxic their relationship was from the very beginning. She was selfish because Dominic was popular and had many new friends, which made her jealous. Instead of hiding her jealousy, she would intentionally stop Dominic from having fun unless she was included.
For me, you know, like, there's two types of love.
Like, that's abusive. That's straight up abuse. I feel like it's really easy for some guys to get abused by people like this. Because, like, if I'm a guy and this is what my abuser looks like, I feel like it'd be really hard for a lot of guys to take that they're being abused seriously. Because this bitch, she doesn't look harmful, but, like, people, they can psychologically fucking torture you, bro. Like, that's, like, fucked. That's, like, actually fucked. Like, all this shit is, like, red flag after red flag after red flag after red flag. It's crazy.
He knew friends, which made her jealous. Instead of hiding
I'm
her
eating
jealousy,
mini heart
she would
cookies.
intentionally stop Dominic from having fun unless she was included.
For me, you know,
Like, that's abusive. Like, what?
like,
That's
there's
weird.
two types of love you give somebody, and it's like I love that person unconditionally, and I want to see them prosper and be happy no matter what that entails for me. And there's a type of love that's selfish and restricted, and I want them all to myself. And that was Kenzie with Dom. It was
Why is he cooking this shit up? He's really cooking her shit.
the latter, not the first step. There was times where, even in later years, where, you know, Dom's old enough to, like, you know, like, he wasn't drinking age, but he can go to bars and hang out and stuff, even though he couldn't, like, drink and stuff. And there would be times, you know, that one of my friends, because I'm 23, would be having a birthday party, and she would forbid him from going, and it'd be all just my buddies, you know, because
Forbid him?
From girls there. Well, if it's a bar, there's probably going to be girls there, yes, and there's probably going to be men. It's gonna
That's fucked up.
be it's a public place, you know what I mean? But she got weird over going to public places.
I was about to type what you're saying. I used to not think guys could be victims from their girlfriends, but then I seen Gone Girl. Here, you can have a cookie. Well, yeah, anybody can be a victim of abuse. Gender doesn't matter. Shit, gay people abuse each other, straight people abuse each other, they, thems abuse each other. It doesn't fucking matter. Like, if someone wants to abuse you, they'll fucking abuse you. It has no fucking boundaries. And that's what some people don't understand, is, like, anyone can abuse you. Like any type of archetype, because I feel like when people think of an abuser, they have, like, an image in their mind. But no, like, it could be anybody. And I feel like that's a really big, like, I feel like, actually, I don't know what I'm trying to connect this with. You get what I mean.
Like,
I don't know.
a lot of stuff. But all of that stuff, like, led me from distancing myself from her, because it just became a thing where I couldn't help her in my eyes, because she was always stuck on, like, a selfish path, like, wouldn't, like, listen to me or take my advice.
Yeah, she don't want to be saved. The fuck?
like even in like the aspect of like it's better to have loved and lost and never like loved at all, you know. She never got that.
Now, Dominic obviously tried to break it off a couple of times, but it was the craziness of Mackenzie that sort of obligated him to make up. This craziness was something even Angelo was aware of. By the way, if you're finding the video interesting, please make sure to hit that subscribe.
You did not just ask me to subscribe.
Would kind of want to break up with her. She kind of would go crazy. Describe crazy. Like, what kind of crazy?
Like there is times where she called Dom and said, "If you break up with me, I'm going to kill myself." Word for word. And then Dom, he was a very, very selfless person, and he did like obviously like they were together for a long time, and they built like a relationship, and they cared for each other deeply. You see what I'm saying? And even though Dom did care for her deeply, I'm not disputing any of that. But he's seen all the toxicness that she was putting onto him, and every single time he would try to distance himself like from that and say, "Hey, we could be friends, this and that, blah blah blah. I'm still here for you, like you know." But like I want to break up or whatever. She would say stuff like that.
So how do you know that? If you don't mind me asking. So she told
That's
you,
fucked
or
up.
she's
Told me, he's told me, they both told me.
Okay.
Both of them confided to Angelo about the relationship. Dominic cared deeply for her, while
It seems like they actually were friends. I'm not gonna lie. I guess it's a small town. I guess it's different. I do not like having guys as friends though. Usually, it's like
her jealousy and distrust poisoned their relationship, making it toxic even in front of their friends. Now, while all this questioning was still happening, Mackenzie was still in the hospital. On her hospital selfie post, she started to get offers from different modeling agencies. And for someone who had just lost...
we love this look. Can we use this post on our website and emails? We'll make sure you're credited. Do they not do background checks?
lost a boyfriend, she seemed a bit too excited in her comments. Within a month of her boyfriend's death, and while the investigation was still underway, she was back to living her bold life, just as if nothing had happened. Now, it's too early to point fingers, but to the local community, that felt very insensitive. And when the detectives reached out to her ex-boyfriend, Tyler Proctor, they realized that it wasn't new for Mackenzie to act like this.
How long were you guys in a relationship?
Well, we were all friends in a friend group at first, and Joey dated her first before I came to Sharpsville, and then I ended up dating her for a little bit, like probably over the summer. I was only dating her for probably like a month and a half or like 2 months.
So like they hooked up over the summer. Bro had like a free trial. The fuck? What the hell?
Me and Dom, she was cheating on us basically, but it wasn't like anything official, so it wasn't a hard feeling or whatever happened. I just kind of was like, after me and Dom found out about that.
Wait, what?
And then I ended up dating her for a little bit, like probably over the summer. I was only dating her for probably like a month and a half or 2 months. And then me and Dom, she was cheating on us basically, but
Us? What? What? What does it mean? Us? She was dating them both?
it wasn't like anything official, so it wasn't a hard feeling or whatever happened. I just kind of was like,
This makes me want to talk to my nephews, let them know about the deal with the threat of suicide. It's really not that common. I mean, some people, like, it's very uncommon, but I feel like it's common enough. I mean, you could, I just feel like, as long as they're the right age.
after me and Dom found out about that, we didn't have no problems with each other.
She posts like a social life.
I didn't even tell Dom, and Dom would ask her like, "Are you beating him on?" and stuff like that, and she would just lie to him. And then
Like, this is petty teenage shit.
and then after that, like they were on and off, and I kept on talking to her still while they were on and off, because we were all still in the friend group and stuff. So And then we kind of just like stopped being intimate, you know what I'm saying? We were just friends. Around when she turned.
This all happened when she was this young? I'm sorry, this girl's a 304. How are you playing a whole friend group and you're only 16? What the fuck?
16, I think.
He claimed that Mackenzie was very frivolous and not
I love your
exclusive with
insight.
him.
It sounds less creepy
And
coming from
after
another
the
girl, if
cheating
I could be
fiasco,
honest.
he just ended
Thank
things
you.
with her, after which Dom became her new boyfriend. But in their short time,
Bro, she's just homie hopping. She's like a level 10 homie hopper, abuser, crazy girl. The fuck? What is... Like, you think it can get worse than it just gets... What?
together, Tyler knew that he had to back out before things could have gotten much worse.
So, describe the relationship. What was she like as your girl?
I mean, like, she's kind of just like how you explain any girls, really, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're all over the place in some ways, and like, they don't know what they want. And I remember she would say stuff like towards the crazy side. I remember conversations with her when she couldn't like decide what she wanted, like between me and Dom. Kind of, she would be like, she's like, oh, I love Dom so much, this and that, but like, he's mad at me for all of this, and I'm just like, well, yeah, like, why wouldn't you be like, you know, like, just go stay with Dom, because I'm not gonna be with you anymore after this. I'm cool with just keeping the friend group as friends because I don't want to mess up the friend group. I was like, I don't got no problems with you or anything like that. We can also be friends. You need to go talk to Dom about like your personal issues and stuff like that's your relationship.
He said, that's not my problem. Go talk to him. Please leave me alone.
She would tell me that she would do all of this and stuff, but she would say stuff like, I don't even get high anymore, stuff like that, because not what she's supposed to. And that was basically like we have a much different relationship-wise because we didn't date that long, but like friend-wise, like she was crazy.
What Tyler said next really changed the detective's perspective on who Mackenzie truly was.
Bro, I'm sorry, why is this in 1080p? It's like they filmed this on a fucking Samsung smart fridge, microwave, whatever.
She like mentally is not all there?
Yeah, I don't think she's just mentally all there. Like, I personally feel like she was trying to kill herself in that crash. She failed.
See, like, people that do shit like that, they, like, killing themselves, trying to take people down with them that don't want to go down with them. You're a piece of shit. Fuck you. People that do school like a school shooting in this, I find this is the same motive. Probably even worse because she fucking knows these kids, bro. Like, what? That's even, honestly, I feel like that's more psychopathic because she fucking knows these people. Like, hell, it doesn't really matter either way, but you feel like it would be harder fucking kill somebody if you know them. Like, doesn't that make her more crazy? It's like, what the fuck? Like, how do you, like, how does her parent, like, I'm sorry, how, not to blame the parents, but I'm gonna blame the parents. How do you fuck up like this? Like,
I feel like she had no regard for David. I feel like they got an argument and she threatened to.
Had she ever threatened that before?
She hasn't ever threatened to hurt anyone. She's threatened probably like, she hasn't like physically said like I'm gonna kill myself, but she's like, you know what I'm saying, like made it to the point.
Alluded to it?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, like where she's just like, oh hey, like feel like that, and like, but we were all obviously like there for her, still trying to be friends with her and stuff like that. But our friend group probably fell out with Mackenzie around like after 10th grade. And that's kind of when like all of us stopped being friends with just her. We were all cool.
Why?
Just because she's so like crazy, she'll blow everyone's phone up. She's all over the place with everything, and then she's just in general like kind of a shady person. She's like a snake. Like she'll go and talk shit to everyone about everyone, and then like know what I'm saying? She'll go talk shit about me to someone else, and then she'll go talk shit about to that person to me. But she would do it with everyone.
Bro, the amount of fucking mental problems this bitch has is crazy, and the fact her parents never got her help is crazy. Nope. This girl is unstable and seeking acceptance from other men, it seems. It just seems like she just was fucking playing everybody. I don't even know. It just sounds like... I don't know. It just sounds like she has problems on problems on problems. What the hell?
Multiple offenders.
Is this the other autistic kid like Jeff guy? No. They're just talking about
At
a
this point in the
crash.
investigation,
Like
the
this
detectives
girl
were
like crashed a car with two of her friends in it and like killed them both. So.
The forensic mechanics reported the car and the CCTV footage from the street where the accident occurred. According to the report, the car had a speed range of 93.8 to 100.0 miles per hour in the approximately 4 3/4 seconds leading up to the crash. The mechanic testified
she was
that the
accelerating?
car's accelerator pedal was fully engaged before the crash. So with that combined with the CCTV footage, this case...
What do you think? Like, do you think someone would just have a better chance of surviving by just like jumping out the door? Or do you think that would just kill them too? Like, what do you think they would have a better chance at living? Because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like either way you're just dying. This is fucked.
Case began to look very, very bad for Mackenzie. We can see Mackenzie's Toyota Camry turning off of Pearl Road onto Progress Drive. No indication of DUI or reckless driving. But from the CCTV footage collected from Progress Drive, we see the Camry heading full speed towards the intersection of Alameda Drive. And from this camera, you can see the intersection, the point at which you have to slow down and then turn either way. But instead, this happened. After
What?
these two key
She just
pieces
went-
of the investigation, we are left
Wait,
wondering...
so she came to a T stop and just kept going, right? Like she was at a T street and just fucking went off the road?
why Mackenzie would do such a horrific act. It's one thing to be obsessed over a boyfriend.
Yeah, I would
but there
assume
has to be
jumping out is
something more
safer
than
than the
that.
collision.
It-
But the thing is, like, I bet anyone would still end up colliding because I feel like that would be so... And it all happens so fast for them, too. Like, I feel like it'd be so hard for them to rationalize, think, and, like... To, like, oh, I'm gonna jump out the car. Like, it's not easy to jump out a car! That'd be so hard, even though that might be the best way for them to possibly survive. Like, these poor fucking kids. It's like there's no winning for this sport. These poor
it had to be
kids,
something
bruh.
so devastating to her that her only way out was to crash into a brick wall.
Tricking them out, but like, if she was, like, that could have maybe even been avoided too, or like, I just don't understand why she was, like, they let her get that fast. I don't know if Baby and Dom were tripping and that's why they couldn't prevent the crash or something like that.
Oh, that would make sense. I didn't even think about that. Like, they're all on something. Like, oh my god, that would be overwhelming. Oh my gosh. I didn't even think about that for some reason. Like, I knew she was probably on something, but I didn't think that those other two guys were probably on something too. Their reaction time, like, they're probably just freaking the fuck out. How was the crash so accurate? Did she plan it perfectly? I don't even know. So you think they were on something other than weed? What were they on? The fuck?
So you think an argument happened in the car?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, you know all of them. So
From Dom and Kenzie's relationship, like, they were just always arguing issues. That's just how they were. And like, me and Joey have always talked about it. We're like, bro, Dom has so much fun for himself. Like, why does he stick with Kenzie? Like, he can do so much better. Like,
So,
Dom is an intelligent person.
Explain something to me real quick though. They get into an argument.
Man, I feel so bad for the Dom kid. Like, this is why we need to take like when we need to take just all abuse serious, whether it's a woman, whether it's a man, or what. But I feel like people just don't, and then like culturally we just like don't take female abuse as seriously, and then it leads to stuff like this. People staying with people like this, and then they lose their life to it. It's just stupid. Like, it should not be a thing. Like, what?
They argue. Why do I have to start the building?
That's why I feel like she's trying to kill herself.
My guess is they tested her after crash and came out sober. Really?
She was trying to kill herself, and she just had no regard for David because of like just how she is. That's just what
Our your friend group, or maybe some high school kid. I mean, we've spoken to many, but those who this is the consensus that she tried to kill herself.
I think the consensus isn't perfect. I don't think people know why.
That's what people think.
Yeah, people think that she crashed off. Like, at least in our friend group, kind of like we don't really know exactly what happened because we don't know like if she tried to swerve or anything like that. But like we like when it first happened, that's definitely what everyone thought that she was trying to do on purpose. Like, that was the first thing that went into everyone's head was like she had to be trying to kill herself. She did that.
During this investigation, Halloween came, and Mackenzie
That's actually so fucked. Like,
influencer was out and about living her social life.
like
But
I
on
said,
Halloween,
304!
a day when you can dress like anyone,
304! What are
Mackenzie
you?
chose to dress like this.
A tree?
This was Mackenzie's TikTok of the night.
Girl, what the hell is that?
You can dress like anyone. Mackenzie chose to dress like this. This was Mackenzie's
What is that? What is that? Why does she look like that? What the fuck is that shit? Why does she look like a stick bug, bro? She looks like the spider from that fucking book. I don't even know if I remember the book, but no one's gonna get that reference. But what the fuck is this? What is this? What is she supposed to be? Mickey Mouse? Mickey Mouse on demonic YouTube Kids? What is
TikTok
this?
of the night, which was followed by dozens of pictures of them going around town looking like corpses. Now, while many argue that she was
This bitch has to have like a 0 IQ, or she knows she's like, fuck around and I'll find out. I don't understand. What is this? What
just
the
out having
fuck?
fun, the choice of dressing up like a
And I don't understand these girls. I would never be caught with somebody after they crashed their car. Why is she in her car? Does she want to end up dead too? Some people amaze me with how stupid they are. I would not hang around this bitch after she fucking killed 2 people in her car. I don't care about the story. I don't care. What? What? I don't care if you're my day one. If you do that shit, nope, you're dropped. I'm sorry. Hell no, I'm not hanging out with you. I'm not going to Halloween with you.
corpse
What?
is still incredibly insensitive. But to topple
James and the Giant Peach. No, on God. Who's your Valentine? I don't know. Who wants to be my Valentine? First one to donate $10 gets to be my Valentine.
all of this, to top the evilest of evils in this situation, she posted TikTok number 3, which exposes not only her insensitive nature, but also her devilish intent. This TikTok shocked everyone, especially Dom's and Davian's parents, who stopped being
Google Mackenzie Shrilla, Strongsville, Ohio. This girl's TikTok's taken down by now, right? This cannot be for real right now. How the fuck do you spell this stupid ass TikTok? Light. Lil Ken's baby. Ew, that's her name?
Mrs. Mackenzie.
I think her shit's deleted.
She
Thank
posted
God.
TikTok number 3, which exposes not only her insensitive nature,
She's in
but
jail,
also her
right?
devilish intent. This TikTok shocked everyone, especially Dom's and Davian's parents, who stopped being sympathetic to Mackenzie after this. They just couldn't believe how she could think to make such an insensitive post. It was now clear to the investigators that Mackenzie had evil intent behind the car accident. Right after this TikTok went live, the investigators started wrapping up the interviews to reach the obvious.
If you know, you know. What the fuck is she supposed to be? What is this? I guess she's like a weed bag. Oh, you're so funny. You have so much ahead of you, girl. What is this, a tampon? What is she supposed to be? Is this supposed to be a bong? What is she supposed to be? I'm so confused.
Conclusion. But little did they know, the last interview that they had planned would provide enough evidence in this case to lock up Mackenzie for good.
So, do you remember the incident that I'm about to ask you about where you picked him up from the highway? Okay. That day, what do you remember? Where were you when you got the call? Who called you? And what did they ask you to do?
It's actually at Christine's house. We were sitting around. She had just came back. She was sick. She got out of the hospital and wasn't feeling well. Dominic called her, and he was upset. She was like, "Well, where are you at?" And he was like, "I'm driving in the car with her," and he was like, "I just want to go." He was like, "I don't want to be around her anymore. I'm done." So she was like, "Well, do you mind going to go pick him up?" I said, "Not a problem." So as I leave her house, go to the highway, get on the highway, and I call him. I said, "Well, where are you at?" She was like, "I'll crash this car." I'm like, "Dude, what you mean?" I'm like, "Dominic, just tell her to pull over. Like, I'm right behind you guys, so just pull over and stop, you know, and I'm right here. Like, I'll be there in 2 seconds." So I hop on the highway, there were more down.
The amount of guilt this probably poor guy has from this shit. Because I would literally be like, oh, what if I could have done more shit? Like, it's traumatizing. What the fuck?
I get on at 82, and there were more, a little bit past the Pearl exit right there, and you know, it was raining. So as soon as I pull up, she's just going like this, and he's trying to get out the car. And once he get in the car with me, I said, "Dude, you know, you don't have to deal with this. You're young. You know, you have a long life to live. You know, you don't have to deal with no chick and their attitudes, whatever. If you're not happy, just let her go. You know what I mean? If it was true love, she'll be back." But yeah, we got in the car, and he was like, "Man, I just can't deal with, you know, she don't want to listen. She drives like a maniac." I was like, "Well, you know, you don't have to drive with her. You have your own car. You know, and just let her go about her way. Take your time away from her. Get yourself together." And he was like, "Yeah, I think that's gonna be the best thing to do."
If it wasn't for Dominic's panic call to his sister Christine, who later called his friend Christopher, this fatal accident could have happened a week earlier.
When you were on the phone with him, can you clarify again what you heard her say over the phone?
She said she'll crash this car right now.
You heard her say that? Okay. And
That's so sad.
so they pulled the car over. Were they on the right
God,
side?
it really is terrible, that
Right side,
psychopathic
so,
mentality, yeah. Yeah, she ended up guilty, thank God.
So did you get out of the car?
It is
or did
regrettable and
Dom
truly
just come
terrible.
back to you?
Well, I was starting to get out the car because I seen.
I was confused. I thought this was his recollection of what happened before this crash, but this was a week before this crash. That's so
I started to get out
confusing.
the car, and then I seen the door open. And he jumped out, and I said, "Well, come on, dude, it's raining. Let's get in the car. We're out of here."
And so when you guys left, where was she?
She was still in the car.
Still in the car, still at the highway? Okay.
During the investigation, detectives examined Mackenzie Shirilla's iPhone and social media accounts. What they uncovered offered a disturbing insight into her behavior and character.
Imagine you get away with murder and you're so cocky and narcissistic that you can't stop yourself from bragging about it, and that's why you get
about her
fucking...
involvement in the deaths of Dominic Russo and Davion
That's why you
Flanagan.
get caught. That's crazy work. That's actually crazy work.
A series of videos and photos taken just hours before the fatal crash showed Mackenzie smoking a THC pen. One particularly telling image was of her flipping off the camera, which she posted with a defiant message. While investigators didn't find anything explicitly indicating what was to come, the tone of these posts foreshadowed her lack of responsibility and care. In the aftermath of the crash, you would expect Mackenzie to be devastated. But what the investigators found was
Her Juicy Couture collection, bitch, take that shit off.
upsetting, to say the least.
Hell no.
There were 126 videos and photos taken and shared after the accident, even while she was in the intensive care unit. Despite her injuries, Mackenzie continued posting pictures of herself in casts, keeping her social media presence alive. The investigators were shocked by how quickly she resumed her online persona, as if the deaths of her boyfriend and friend were just a small bump in her life. This behavior added to the growing belief that Mackenzie lacked remorse and empathy for what had happened.
Definitely, what the
Another
fuck?
damning discovery was 136 videos and photos of Mackenzie engaging in reckless driving, road rage, and distracted driving. One video showed her driving at 90 miles per hour through a suburb, while others featured her filming herself as she smoked marijuana while behind the wheel. This pattern of reckless behavior clearly wasn't a one-off. It was part of her everyday life. She frequently filmed herself while speeding or engaging in dangerous driving stunts. Investigators noted that her attitude behind the wheel seemed to align with her overall disregard for the consequences of her actions. The investigation into Mackenzie Shirilla's Snapchat also uncovered that Mackenzie was actively using a fake ID to purchase alcohol, often flaunting this fact on her social media. Investigators found several videos and photos showing her proudly displaying her fake ID, as if it were a badge of honor. In one instance, she even showed herself successfully purchasing alcohol with it. For Mackenzie, having a fake ID wasn't just about getting access to alcohol. It was a status symbol, something that boosted her image among her peers.
Why? It's
Upon
just
examining
alcohol.
Mackenzie's Snapchat, detectives pointed to potential involvement in sex acts, possibly for money.
What the fuck? She's a 3-0-4.
Or other benefits. Investigators scrutinized over 31,000 pages of text message exchanges between Mackenzie and...
So this girl was projecting about the cheating because, girl, you are the one cheating. What the fuck? And doing it for money. You're a prostitute. What the fuck? Oh, this pisses me off more and more. What the hell?
And others, spanning from January of 2020 to July of 2022. They were looking for signs that Mackenzie might have been forced into these activities. But what they found instead was that Mackenzie seemed to engage in these acts voluntarily. For instance, on January 25th, 2022, Mackenzie sent a message where she talked about getting a quote-unquote sugar daddy and quote-unquote selling feet pics as a way to make money. In another message from March 5th, 2022, Dominic Russo accused Mackenzie of allowing someone to perform sex acts on her feet.
Yeah, you let a dude fuck your feet for money like 6 months. That's disgusting. That's so fucking weird. Oh my god. That's so weird.
Mackenzie defended herself, saying that they were broken up at the time, and it was, and I'm quoting,
"We were broken up and it was feet, l'amour, once again, then leave." This poor kid, bro. This poor fucking kid. Oh my god. This is actually so sad. This kid never got to actually, like, love somebody who actually loved him. Like, all he knew was, like, abuse. Like, this is actually more sad. And the fact she actually murdered him, like,
just feet. This type of conversation repeated itself in several exchanges.
Yeah, I love you, but last time you started hanging with her, you literally let her sell your body to that random dude. And she hooked you up with the dude. We were broken up and it was just my feet. Do you think about it more than... Do you think about it more than I think about it? First of all, grammar. You ran off and became a prostitute. Because I don't personally think it's bad. If you do and we were together, then I'm not going to do it. You can never tell your family you are a prostitute. Because it's only my business and it's not prostitution. Yes, that is fucking prostitution, you dumb bitch. Oh my god, this girl's on my...
Dominic expressing...
It doesn't matter if it's your feet, if it's your pinky. Like, your feet is your feet, girl. That's prostitution. What?
Disapproval, and Mackenzie continuing to downplay the incidents, suggesting that she saw them as trivial or harmless. The last section of the investigation reveals key insights into Mackenzie
I believe
Shrilla's
everybody reads
drug
what they sow,
trafficking
and we do not
activities
measure the
documented
consequences
in
of
her
our actions.
iPhone
The law of
notes app.
karma. I do too.
In one of the most critical notes, Mackenzie meticulously recorded the sales and profits related to her drug trafficking.
Girl, you can't even get a piece of paper. You wrote that shit on your phone. Are you kidding me?
The
$24 is all she got? At least she got $4,000 for one, but the rest she just like earns less and less.
shows a clear and organized approach to her illegal business. It was more than just casual drug use. Mackenzie was deeply involved in selling drugs and kept a ledger to track her business.
If I sell last 3 for 35, 330. Sell 3 for 30, 315. I took 100 for West Side Market, 125, bro.
Another note appeared to be a personal list, possibly for a birthday or Christmas wish list. It included
Balenciaga's Yeezys. Weed socks. Oh my god. Lean enthusiast. Percocet 30.
luxury items such as
my
Balenciaga
God.
shoes,
What?
Yeezys, makeup, and quote-unquote weed socks. The list also included labeling herself a quote-unquote lean enthusiast, complete with a heart emoji.
Oh, it says %30. I thought it said Percocet for some reason.
The investigators now had a full case against Mackenzie Shrilla. A case which compelled them to believe that this reckless driving accident was no accident. It was first-degree murder.
Right back there, pal.
Hi, Mackenzie. Step out for me. I'm Detective Jesus. I'm the one who's been investigating the crash. You're under arrest for aggravated...
See, like, this bitch looks harmless. Like, it's easy for people not to think they're being abused by someone that literally looks like this. Like, this bitch is scrawny as hell. She looked like a normal girl. She looks like a normal girl. If I saw this girl at Walmart, I would probably think she's a nice, normal person. What the fuck? Like, these poor kids.
Good murder ×2, okay? Nobody's gonna ask you any questions.
That's why you never judge a book by its cover, guys. Okay?
Nobody's gonna bother you. Can I have your key, please?
Could you? If she was a minor, those Snapchat dudes need to be taken down. I think she was 18. I don't know, though.
Be careful taking this one off so it doesn't break the bracelet, please.
You got it. You got it. No.
Thank you.
You got it.
Nah, break the bracelet.
On August 14th, 2023, nearly
Oh,
a
he
year
got
after
a
the incident, a bench
slideshow.
trial took place.
Oh, he said, I got the receipts. She's dressing like a demon corpse. Here she is on fucking social media being annoying as fuck. Like, any sound person would see this and be like, oh yeah, this bitch is guilty.
The highlight of which
She's like, fuck, I'm really going to jail? I thought I got away with it. Oh my god.
was Mackenzie's lack of remorse.
We think the defendant has shown a shocking lack of remorse, Your Honor. We think that she has continually put forward that this was an accident.
Those
in spite
parenting
of the
closure?
fact
Oh, for
that
sure.
The evidence is in direct contradiction. Your Honor, you were on Progress Drive. You saw the evidence that was displayed in court. And Your Honor, we think that you are the person who is in the best position to decide an appropriate sentence. We have full confidence in the sentence that you'll give her. Thank you.
The defense, of course, countered with their belief that Mackenzie grieved over Dom's loss in her own way.
Halloween, for 3 months after the accident, she would only wear his clothes. She would only eat the snacks he ate. She would only listen to the music he wrote, okay? She would lay in bed for 3 months crying. There was a shrine of him next to her with photos and things that he liked and this flower that lights up that he...
Okay, she still fucking killed him. Like, what? Like, you can still like somebody. Like, that's the thing, like, oh my god. I don't even know, like, is this girl stupid? Like, I feel like this mother is just, like, in denial or something because she doesn't want to realize her daughter is, like, literally a horrible person.
He got her because he wanted it to be fresh and alive forever. It's like a little Beauty and the Beast flower. Okay, she's got this shrine of him next to her. So she was crying for 3 months. So her friends asked if she wanted to go out trick or treat.
She probably just wanted attention. I'm sorry. I don't believe that for a second. Hell no.
Greeting her to Halloween, and it was at OU. And she didn't even want to go. She said, I don't know, should I go? She couldn't even walk yet, barely. So
But she still had to go out in her little corset and show her nipples and wear fucking face paint as a dead person. I'm sure she just killed 2 people. Because that makes sense, right? That makes sense. Oh my god, this is so stupid. Like, this makes no sense at all. And this mother is just in denial. Like, I feel bad. Honestly, I feel bad for her, honestly. Because she's in a tough spot. But if it were me, I would say... If it were me, first of all, I would just kill myself. If my kid did this shit, I would just kill myself. To be honest, not encouraging her to do that. But if it were me, nope. But I'd be feeling bad. I'd be feeling real bad. I would be apologizing to the parents. I'd be apologizing to God. I don't know what I would do, honestly, but it wouldn't be this. I would say, bitch, you're kicked out the house. Fuck you. You know.
I told her, I said, baby, please go. It's Halloween. You've been laying for 3 months.
PB, go be a 304. Go be a 304 for Halloween. I'm sure you fucking murder your friends. So stupid.
I was crying, only listening to his music. Please go have just a moment of fun.
So now we know. Now we know who's enabling this behavior, at least. Like, she should have been grounded, first of all. She should have been in a fucking psych ward, first of all. So she drove 2 people into a fucking wall, and she was never, like, she should be in a mental health facility, at least. She shouldn't be out in fucking Halloween. That's how you know this mom just don't care, bro. She's not actually care. Like, she's just in denial.
So we told her to go. My husband drove her. I brought her back home. She just needed a second of fun from losing her whole world.
Are we really supposed to feel bad? I don't feel bad.
Her whole world. So that was us. We told her to go. And that concert she went to with Dom's cousin, Abby, they picked her up. They brought her there. That was Dom, Mackenzie and Dom and Abby all decided to go to this concert together while they were in the hospital. That was for Dom. Everything she did after the accident was either in honor of him, to be close to him, or just to be by him any way that she can.
While that was touching to hear, it still didn't mean that she could dress up as a drug or a corpse for Halloween. That in no way showed that she was grieving over Dom. Shrilla was charged on several counts, including 2 counts of murder and aggravated vehicular homicide. And on August 21st, 2023, Judge Nancy Margaret Russo sealed her fate.
Oh my god, Nancy, you're a fucking goat. Oh my god, she's a fucking goat. She's a goat!
Including 2 counts of murder and aggravated vehicular homicide. And on August 21st, 2023, Judge Nancy Margaret Russo sealed her fate.
She really moved their hand on that one, though. Because, like, how are you gonna get away with that shit? And then post and boost about it online makes no sense. What the fuck? Like, to think she would have been free right now if she wasn't actually dumb as hell? It's crazy to me.
So she's sentenced on count 2, the murder of Davion Flanagan, 15 years to life. She's sentenced on count 1, the murder of Dominic Russo, 15 years to life, to be served concurrent to each other. with credit for time served. I'll waive fines, fees, and costs, and your appellate counsel will be assigned. Are there any questions from the state?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Any questions?
You're going to jail tonight. Who the fuck said you were innocent? I'm so confused.
The Shrilla family still believes in her innocence. And while her defense argued for leniency, citing her young age and the tragic
Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck?
nature of the event, the prosecution
Like, you know right from wrong. Shut the fuck up. That's why I hate. Oh, because of her age. Was she 11 years old? No. Then, like, no. Like, she's a fucking adult. So stupid. Ew, what the hell is this? That's scary as hell. I don't know.